rapidly.
That's not what I said.
Okay, pronto.
I said swiftly. Why is that so hard to remember?
Super Bowl Sunday didn't just bring football, it delivered ads, drama, shade, and Pete Kelce chaos all in one go. First up, Jason and Kylie Kelce take over the YouTube TV Super Bowl ad, making it crystal clear that settling for meh is a crime against humanity, complete with wild celebrity cameos.
What if your beard was just meh?
Too far.
Next, Jason keeps the momentum rolling with a garage beer commercial that somehow gets completely hijacked by a miniature horse.
Always.
And to shovel what tradition leaves behind.
Things turn spicy when Kayla Nicole's Super Bowl ad sends the internet into meltdown mode with not-so-subtle X energy.
Simmons and Haddish promised me that they could put an end to this whole ex-girlfriend fiasco quickly.
Meanwhile, Travis Kelce shows up solo at the Super Bowl, instantly triggering the biggest question of the night: where's Taylor Swift? To wrap it all up, Donna Kelce steals hearts with a wholesome, endearing reaction that reminds everyone who really holds the Kelce family together. Super Bowl ads are basically the Olympics of advertising, and this year YouTube TV shows up like it absolutely refuses to compete for bronze. Enter Jason and Kylie Kelce, posted up on their couch like America's most relatable power couple, casually setting the tone that meh is simply not an option anymore. The vibe is instantly familiar. Comfy couch, TV on, zero tolerance for mediocrity.
Love this.
YouTube TV is amazing. Why would you settle for anything less?
Why would anybody settle for just meh?
Insiders say the whole idea leans into the Kelce's no-nonsense energy, where settling feels almost offensive. Jason plays it like a man personally insulted by average, while Kylie brings that calm but deadly delivery that makes it clear she's not here for half-baked anything.
Can you imagine ordering off a menu?
Then the ad does what every Super Bowl commercial dreams of doing. It spirals into pure chaos in the best way. The whole thing was designed like a rapid-fire roast of mediocrity itself, with celebrity cameos popping up like jump scares. A restaurant scene turns into a nightmare when Gordon Ramsay appears, clearly allergic to anything resembling a boring menu.
It's all just a bit meh.
That's very kind of you. Meh is what I strive for.
Somewhere else, David Blaine shows up proving that bad magic is actually more painful to watch than no magic at all.
I see some magic.
Figure skating gets dragged into it too, with Sarah Hughes skating through a moment that screams participation trophy energy.
And to finish, the double clutch.
She sticks it.
And it's mez across the board from the judges.
And just when viewers think it can't get more unhinged, Christian McCaffrey appears in a version of reality nobody asked for, sporting a dad bod that symbolized what happened when greatness decides to nap.
McCaffrey!
The whole commercial moves fast, throws punches, and never apologizes for it. That's exactly why the Kelces worked so well here. They don't sell the joke, they live in it. Jason especially leaned into self-awareness, knowing full well the punchline eventually had to land on him. And sure enough, Kylie flips the script at the end by casually suggesting what life would look like if Jason's legendary beard also decided to give up.
And what if your beard was just meh?
Too far.
Once the beard joke landed and the couch chaos settled, Jason didn't even pretend to rest because he immediately pivoted from roasting mediocrity to launching a Super Bowl beer ad that somehow involved a horse, just not the kind everyone expected. This time, he teamed up with former teammate Bo Allen for a garage beer commercial that playfully side-eyes those iconic massive horses usually trotted out for beer ads, except here, the flex was doing the exact opposite.
To respect the tradition. There goes the king.
The whole thing leaned hard into self-aware absurdity, basically admitting they couldn't roll out a towering, majestic beast, so they proudly went microscopic instead. That's where Doug entered the chat. A miniature horse with zero business having that much screen presence, Doug casually walked in and hijacked the entire ad like he'd been training for this moment his whole life.
Always.
And to shovel what tradition leaves behind.
The teaser alone sent the internet into a spiral, with Doug instantly becoming the unexpected main character. Jason and Bo were technically there, sure, but Doug was the one pulling focus, stealing hearts, and apparently draining Garage Beer's sticker inventory in record time. The brand barely blinked before leaning all the way in, rolling out merch faster than fans could refresh their feeds. Doug didn't just get stickers, he got a full-blown glow-up complete with his own social media account, because of course he did. Doug now has a stronger brand identity than most influencers. With the mini horse hype snowballing out of control, sources say Garage Beer decided to crank things up another notch by turning Doug into an experience, not just a mascot. Fans were suddenly offered the chance to spend an entire day hanging out with him, which feels less like a contest and more like a soft launch into emotional support horse culture. Fans lining up for Doug-sized joyrides barely had time to process miniature horse mania before the Super Bowl mood swerved hard into full-blown X-drama territory, because Kayla Nicole decided to turn the biggest stage in America into a pop culture group chat nobody muted. Her appearance in a fantasy sports ad instantly sent timelines on fire, with insiders saying the vibe was less random cameo and more carefully aimed side-eye wrapped in comedy. The concept leaned into breakups as if they were medical emergencies, complete with over-the-top emotional injury specialists who looked confident but clearly had no clue what they were doing. Tiffany Haddish and Ben Simmons played it like chaos professionals, fumbling through advice that felt intentionally useless, which only made the whole thing hit harder.
Because no one knows excommunication like Simmons and Haddish.
Then Nicole entered, casually introduced as the ex of a certain NFL star, and insiders say the temperature of the room shifted immediately. Rocking a pink suit and an unbothered energy that screamed healed but petty, she brushed off the so-called experts like they were background noise.
Simmons and Haddish promised me that they could put an end to this whole ex-girlfriend fiasco quickly.
Sources noted that her delivery was ice cold without ever raising her voice, the kind of calm that usually follows years of internal eye-rolling. One tiny word correction sent viewers spiraling, with fans catching what looked like a not-so-accidental linguistic wink that had social media connecting dots at Olympic speed. It was subtle enough to deny, obvious enough to trend.
Rapidly.
That's not what I said.
Okay. Pronto.
I said swiftly. Why is that so hard to remember?
The backstory wasn't new to anyone paying attention. Nicole and Travis Kelce had history that stretched over several on-again, off-again years before things officially wrapped. When Travis later stepped into a headline-dominating romance with Taylor Swift, the internet basically turned their love story into a global spectator sport, and now they're engaged, locked in, and very much unmissable. The ad leaned into that cultural awareness without spelling anything out, letting viewers do the messy work themselves. Online reactions split instantly. Some fans applauded the timing, calling it sharp, self-aware, and hilarious. Others rolled their eyes and accused the moment of dragging old feelings onto football's biggest night. Either way, the ad did exactly what Super Bowl commercials dream of doing. It hijacked the conversation. The internet barely finished arguing over that ad before attention snapped right back to Travis Kelce, who showed up at the Super Bowl looking very present, very polished, and very solo, instantly triggering the collective Where's Taylor radar.
This football team, the way that he has played, he's proven he's been efficient, he's been accurate, and he's been so...
Travis wasn't there to grab snacks or wave for the cameras either. He attended for a meaningful moment, stepping out at Levi's Stadium during the presentation of the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award. Even without pads or a helmet, he still carried that franchise face energy, especially considering he'd once been in the running for the same honor years ago, which added a quiet full-circle vibe to the night. What really got people buzzing, though, was the empty space next to him where Taylor Swift usually appears armed with glitter, red lipstick, and viral reactions. This time she was noticeably absent, and sources say that absence felt louder than any touchdown celebration. While fans were busy zooming into every frame looking for a glimpse that never came, Taylor was deep in her own world that week, fully immersed in creative mode. She had just rolled out a new music video that leaned hard into dreamy nostalgia, transporting viewers back to a moody 90s setting where she played a soft-spoken loner swept into chaos by a magical love potion. The cast alone read like an award season after-party guest list, packed with familiar faces popping up like cinematic Easter eggs. The contrast was peak modern power couple behavior, Travis holding court in football royalty territory, while Taylor casually dominated pop culture from somewhere else entirely. Fans remembered that the two had attended past Super Bowls together, turning every shared glance into a headline, which only fueled curiosity this time around. Their engagement announcement last fall had already cemented them as a pop-meet sports institution, complete with a caption that made teachers everywhere feel personally attacked. And while fans were still scanning every angle for missing glitter, the tone softened fast when attention shifted to Donna Kelce, who responded to the expanding Kelce universe with peak mom energy and zero theatrics. Donna has always treated the growing spotlight like background noise, and her latest reaction only cemented her status as the internet's favorite football mom. The moment bubbled up after Kylie Kelce popped onto morning TV and skillfully sidestepped any wedding chatter like a seasoned pro, casually keeping things vague while chatting about family life and Donna's surprise reality TV adventure.
Do we think there's a wedding this year?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Do you really not know?
I have no idea. We're so excited to celebrate, though.
I know, of course.
We can't wait.
We all are. Yeah.
It was the secret traitor, and I'm still mad about it. I thought she would have done well if she had been a traitor but teamed up with the other traitors.
Yes.
I feel like she could have
hung in there a little longer.
That interview made the rounds online, eventually landing on Donna's own social feed, where a fan pointed out how effortlessly the women around the Kelce brothers seemed to click. Donna's response instantly melted people. Sources say she framed the whole thing with gratitude and humor, basically marveling at how her sons somehow keep surrounding themselves with genuinely good people and admitting she feels pretty lucky about it. No shade, no drama, no overthinking, just wholesome mom pride wrapped in a one-liner that felt like a warm hug. Fans immediately clocked it as Donna quietly welcoming Taylor into the extended family orbit without making it weird or headline hungry. Kylie's comfort level in all of this is not surprising. She's long spoken about how easy her relationship with Donna is, and recent chatter only reinforced that. Apparently, Donna managed to keep her appearance on a certain competitive reality show completely under wraps, even from people who see her all the time, which sources say Kylie found both impressive and hilarious. When teasers finally dropped earlier this year, Donna leaned into the chaos with her trademark humor, joking about possibly running into people from her son's pasts, whether that meant rivals, coaches, or awkward blasts from the past encounters.
Maybe some of my son's adversaries. That could either be on other teams, or it could be coaches, or it could be past girlfriends.
That candid streak is her kind of thing. Donna previously reflected on how little intel she actually had about her son's dating lives back in the day, especially Jason's, while Travis occasionally offered just enough information to keep things mysterious. Now, with marriages, kids, engagements, and retirement rumors swirling, Donna seems unfazed, proudly planted in her role as the calm center of a very loud universe. It's that grounded, affectionate approach that keeps fans rooting for her almost as hard as they root for her sons. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.